Hi, this is John Villarreal, the founder and CEO of Conservative Media, one of the biggest and fastest growing conservative sites on all of YouTube. Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you what's going on with this video very quickly, and you must watch it until the entire end. Until the entire end. You have to watch the whole thing. Why? Because it lays out the entire case. Now, I was just at this Tea Party event where there was roughly 5,000 to 7,000 plus people there. And there's this guy, Mark Matthews, from the ABC affiliate here in San Francisco, KGO TV, right? And this guy, in my personal opinion, was a jerk, okay? Now, we had a conversation in the back around there in the media pit. He basically took the organizer away, kind of ruined my interview with her until later. Fine, whatever. But before that, we had a little back and forth. And he basically, you know, kind of said that Obama was smarter than Bush, and basically was saying that, like, oh, you know, Carly Fiorina is going to be the strongest opponent against Barbara Boxer, and I knew the media was very scared of Fiorina and stuff like that, but that Tom Campbell was smarter than her and whatever, and was, you know, putting her down for being fired from HP, whatever. I'm like, no, Carly's really, really smart. A lot of people got fired. Well, Steve Jobs is still in his job. Yeah, he was pushed out before too. You know, I mean, this guy was a clown. First of all, this guy has a BA in journalism from Austin, okay? Dude, you know, he's going to tell me what's up? I have 174 IQ, bro. Okay, I had a fellowship to Berkeley Law School. Dude, I got A's in all my MBA classes. I would crush that guy 7 ways to Sunday on any kind of IQ, intellectual, anything like that. Two other things very quickly to understand about this guy. Number one, he's pulling my hand down. All right, he pulls my hand away and pushes it down, whatever, like that. Who does he think he is? He doesn't have a right to touch me. Dude, that guy is lucky. I mean, anytime he wants to get in the ring or something like that, we can do that, no problem. I wouldn't even waste my time. That guy's a joke. But I mean, who does he think he is? That is arrogance right there. He doesn't own that space. It's a free country. He doesn't own that interview. If me and Carly want to do whatever, we can do whatever, dude. That's ridiculous. But also going to that point, to the next point, and then his little producer tries to talk to me. It's like, dude, get away from me. I don't want to hear you. You know, you guys are a jerk. Sorry, in my opinion. And the second thing is, I put that first shot in there. He walks right in front of my shot when I was all set up. This guy, in my opinion, thinks he can do whatever, is arrogant, and everyone I talked to didn't like him. That's what I have to say. Okay, I'm not going to name names. I'll leave it at that. But the point is, forget about all that too. Think about this. This guy then proceeded to tell me, I told him what's up, and said, hey, you know what, you got some interesting views. Why don't we get this on camera and have a little back and forth? Oh, I don't know about that, whatever, like that. Because I said, you know, a lot of people don't trust the media, and let's hear. Well, they trust you. Yeah, they trust me because A, I tell the truth, and B, I let people know exactly where I'm coming from. I'm true to who I am and my brand and the whole thing. Well, that's where you're wrong. You shouldn't have a brand, you know. You shouldn't have an opinion, you know, as a journalist. I said, first of all, dude, I'm opinion, dude. I do like Rush Limbaugh, this and that, whatever. Well, we can do everything, and we've proven that. We don't need to get into that right now. But more importantly, like, I said, look, you vote, right? I mean, everyone has an opinion, this and that, whatever. I'm honest about where I'm coming from, and I let the audience decide, right? Just like Fox News. They report, you know, you decide all that type of stuff. And so, here's a guy that was saying, oh, he was basically making it seem like he's unbiased, slamming me for having an opinion, this and that, whatever. And that's where you need to see this video. He basically, in my opinion, asked questions that are unbelievably inflammatory, have nothing to do with the event or Carly at all whatsoever. Seems to try to get a rise out of her. The other reporter from NBC 11, oh, Mark asked about his questions. No, he's asking ridiculously stupid questions. Carly, in my opinion, gets pissed, gets in his face, blasts him after the camera shut off. He keeps trying to get at her. She blasts him again, even better. Then finally her campaign person, who's super cool, and we love all Carly's people, and I'm just letting everyone know the only reason we kept that extra footage in there is to tell the whole story, because this is key, because Sussman and other people want to run with this immediately. And we'll put subtitles up there, but you got to see, again, the whole thing. Her campaign person then comes in and says, Mark, like, basically, what are you doing, dude? These allegations that he's trying to talk on, you know, are just allegations. They've been made only by Democrats and by competitors, if I heard that right, and I'm pretty sure that I did. And nothing's been done about the government. Nothing. There's no action's been taken on. It's a nothing story. So instead of covering about how Carly's leading the polls, about how big the Tea Party was, about what a great event it is, this guy is trying to, in my opinion, ask inflammatory question after inflammatory question. He stumbles around. We'll put a link to his own report. Dude, it's brutal. It is brutal. But I want you to look at this. I want you to link to it. I want you to put this all over the place. This is Carly Fiorina standing up to the lamestream, in my opinion, biased media, taking it to them, show them what's right, and this is why people are scared of her and why they know she can beat by her boxer. Spread this everywhere. Check it out right now, start to finish.
How are you? Yeah. Mark always has the best questions, so I'm going to let him go.
Oh, okay, here we go. Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm well, and you?
I'm good, thanks.
That's not my best question.
Oh, that doesn't count. You know, we can be civil. Reporter and candidate.
The thing that we heard coming to this event was that the organizers were trying to keep a birther from coming here. And I wanted to ask you, as a candidate who is going to run against Barbara Box, or should you win in the primary, are you concerned about coming to an event and getting aligned with the more extreme elements of the conservative wing?
You know, what I see out here is a bunch of hard-working Americans who care enough to come out and get politically active and express their views. I'm sure there are extremes all over this country, on the fringes, but these folks are making a huge difference in the political dialogue in this country, and good for them. Good for them.
Was your campaign one of the ones that called to express concerns about, I'm going to blow the woman's name if I try to pronounce it.
Well, look, I'm not aware of. I'm not aware of what you're talking about. I certainly believe that Barack Obama is constitutionally qualified to be president of the United States, but I'm not aware of what you're talking about. What I know is that here we have thousands and thousands of people, just like we've had them all over the country, who are expressing a very legitimate point of view, which is our government is out of control. It's spending too much, it's taxing too much, it is not accountable to the people who work hard to earn money every day, and I agree with them.
But a similar question is that the movement has been polarizing. You may win some votes, but you may lose quite a few. Have you done the math to figure out, is it worth it politically to be here and be aligned with the movement?
You know, I find it so interesting. Here you have thousands of people, and what you guys are talking about is extreme splinters, all the rest of it. Look, these are voters. These are voters. And these are people, I believe, whether they're Democrats, I just met 3 Democrats, whether they're independents, whether they're declined to states, whether they're Republicans, these are people who've said, you know what, I'm part of the had enough party now. I've had enough. I've had enough, and I'm getting politically active, and I'm going to change Washington, and the way we change Washington is to change the people we send to Washington.
When your company was selling printers to Iran,
following the law.
You weren't aware of
following the law. Guys, look, HP has always followed the law. That particular charge is not only baseless and ridiculous, it came out of a Democratic playbook during the presidential election. I'm sure you're also aware that Dell Computer sells computers in Iran, all in accordance with U.S. law, that Apple sells iPods and iPhones in Iran, all in accordance with U.S. law. The issue with Iran is not printer ink. The issue with Iran is they are building a nuclear weapon. And meanwhile, we are talking and talking and talking, and nothing is happening to slow their advance to a nuclear weapon. And the issue as well with Iran is that they are absolutely consistent in saying that Israel needs to be wiped off the map. That is the issue with Iran. Take one more. All right, thank you all.
I understand it was a subsidiary company that was selling it, but wasn't there a trade? I mean, last time I asked you about that, you said it was not my company. I wasn't aware of it.
You know, I really think you would serve your viewers well if you would report on the big issues that matter. This issue has been talked about in the press over and over again. It's very clear that HP has always followed the law, and meanwhile, you have a huge story happening behind you here, and a huge story happening in this election. That's what you ought to be reporting
We're
on.
going to be talking to Barbara tomorrow.
You know, Mark, the point I would make on HP, all these allegations have been made, and not one action has been taken against the company. And so the story is all about allegations that have been made by, literally, if you look back at the history of this, the allegations are made by partisan Democrats, not by government.